Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our first day of Forever in Motion group Facebook page. Thought we'd start with a little bit of morning energizer here. So let's start by marching out and getting that blood flowing here. Let's start by doing a nice big shoulder roll up, back, and down just to get the blood flowing a little bit. Good. My name is Kimberly and I'm the Senior Recreation Therapist with the Forever in Motion program with the Saskatchewan Health Authority. Take a nice deep breath in all the way up. And we're hoping you're going to enjoy some of these videos, tips, balance boosters. Again, another deep breath in. Good. And as we're just marching out here, a couple of reminders. Make sure you drink some water either before, during, or after, or all three. Remember to work at your own pace. If you like at any time, just feel free to sit down, and you can do the exact same things seated as standing. So if you feel more comfortable seated, feel free to do these exercises in a seated position. If you feel like you'd like to do them standing, maybe with a chair for support, feel free to stand behind your chair, holding onto that chair for just a little bit of balance and support. Or if you feel like you don't need much support at all, you could just be standing beside your chair. Okay, so let's keep those feet moving just a little bit here, get the blood flowing. So we start with a nice big shoulder roll here, got the shoulders warmed up. Let's warm up the joints in our wrists. So let's just do a nice gentle wrist rotation. So we'll only be working out here or doing a little energizer for about 5 to 7 minutes here, just to wake us up a little bit, give us a good chance to have a nice start to our day. Good. Let's keep going there, march it out. Okay, let's just do a little bit higher knees. So let's go step knee, step knee. Again, just warm up those hips a little bit here. Maybe we're planning on doing some gardening later. So having some good range of motion in the hips is a good idea. And again, if you feel like you need that chair for support, feel free to hang on to that chair in front if you'd like. Or again, don't feel like you have to stand. If you feel like you'd feel better in a seated position, then please feel free to do the exact same thing seated. Let's just do a little bit of a hip opener. So let's bring that knee up and around, just warming up through the hips. So this is the seated option here. If you'd like to try this seated, continue there seated if you prefer. Or if you'd like to do this standing, then stand. Just do a nice big hip. And remember, we're always listening to our body. So if this doesn't feel good for you, then feel free to do something else or modify it as you need. That's good. Good. And let's just keep marching out a little bit here. Let's do a little bit of a hamstring curl. So step ham, heel coming to the bum and kicking our bum and back. And once again, we can have that chair for support if you'd like to hang on to your chair. And you can, as always, do this in a seated position too. So you can always have that heel come underneath the chair. And I'm just sitting on the front half of my chair. You want to sit on the front half of our chair, sitting up nice and tall or standing nice and tall. We wouldn't want our back to be back against the chair. And even at the same time here, I can get my heel back underneath my chair without it being too much in the way. Let's just do a couple more of those. That's it. Oh, that feels good just to get the blood flowing, get moving a little bit. Good. That looks good. Great. Okay, let's just do a little bit of ankle rotations. Now, if you feel like your balance is pretty good, you might be able to just stand on one leg there. But once again, that's why we're going to have a chair nearby. Just have a little bit of an ankle rotation there. Get the blood flowing, get the synovial fluid in our joints moving. That way we'll be able to better do our activities of daily living today. Good. And other side, other foot up. Again, a nice rotation. That looks good. And again, you can be doing the exact same thing seated if you want. So you could be seated here at the same time doing this ankle rotation as well. Good. Okay, let's finish off here with just a couple of deep breaths here. Let's take a nice deep breath in, inhale all the way up, and exhale. Good. A couple more deep breaths. Inhale all the way up, and exhale. just because we have a lot of forward movement here. Let's do a couple more big shoulder rolls, up, back, and down here. Good. And let's open up through the chest. Just to allow us to have a little bit of good posture, opening up for that front of the body just a little bit before we start our day. Maybe this will remind us more often than not to have those shoulders back rather than rounding our spine throughout our day. That's it, that looks good. Take a couple more deep breaths. And one more time, nice deep breath in. Good, and release that, shake it out. Great start to your day. There was about a 5-minute morning energizer. Hope that gave you a chance to warm up the body here and have a great start to your day, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you again real soon.